Judge Siraj Desai has served in the legal profession for 43 years, more than half of this time on the bench. His career began in the 1970s at the height of the struggle against apartheid in South Africa.
I didn't have love for the law, I had love for the struggle in this country, which started at the age of 14 at Trafalgar High School. And I wanted to participate in any way I could in the freedom of our people, which I did the rest of my life, up till now I suppose. And when I left school, the only university I could go to was the University of Durban, Westville, then Salisbury Island, because of the Separate Universities Act. Young people forget that when we matriculated, we couldn't go to any university of our choice.
Desai was the first person of colour from Cape Town appointed to the bench. The self-confessed social activist makes no bones about always having the interests of the poor and marginalised at heart. His landmark ruling on garnishee orders in 2015, which was later upheld by the Constitutional Court, is a case in point.
The people were running a racket against the poor. That's not law. That was a criminal racket against the poor, the manner in which those emolument attachment orders were being attached. And the government and the minister that day failed. They failed in one sense. They treated the lawyers involved in this as ordinary human beings. They should have treated them as criminals because of the manner in which the poor were being mulcted to pay debts, perceived debts, and the interest thereon.
Desai's work to advance social justice has been hailed as his legacy.
One of his big legacies is actually his mentorship role that he has played over many years in making sure that new judges, especially black and female judges, are comfortable on the bench, that they feel welcome on the bench, and that they weren't intimidated by serving on the bench. He's made the law accessible, he's made the courts accessible, and that's exactly what our Constitution demands.
3 criminal trials over which he presided over the past 2 decades stand out for him. These are the rape and murder of Valentia Farmer in 1999, where he sentenced very young people to life imprisonment, the murder of South African theatre legend Tally Peterson, and the triple axe murder of the Van Breda family in Stellenbosch.
In all these, certainly these 3 cases, there were no appeals. The appeals did not succeed, or the attempts to appeal did not succeed, so my judgment was final. I can also say this without any pride, just noting as a matter of record that none of my criminal convictions over the years have ever been reversed by a superior court.
Desai has served as the Deputy Chair of the Foundation for Human Rights on the Council of the Cape Peninsula University of Technology and presently chairs the National Council for Correctional Services, a position he will hold until February next year. Vanessa Puna, SABC News, Cape Town.